This program features live coverage of an African safari and may include animal kills and carcasses. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Djuma Private Game Reserve this morning. Again, here we're sitting looking at the impalas, and it looks like they are actually not doing much. Just moving around in this open area. A quarantine, it's a big open area. Like I say, it's always best to check on them just to get an idea of what they might be seen around here. So jump aboard to your own live safari through the African bush. Morning again, everybody. Our impala is moving away, and of course, looks like it's going to be a beautiful, warm midday. It just looked like it. Not even a single cloud that we can see, and we're still sitting here in the middle of a quarantine and begin to look for the animals. Everybody this morning. My name is Andrew, and then I still have Morgan on camera. So we're going to begin around here, see what we're going to find this morning. And then the idea was that, so I'm going to go check on the eastern side of the reserve. And then Cedric, which you will probably get to meet him, see his face again this morning. He's going to be checking on the west, probably checking on a car there. The temperature of today is sitting on a 14 degrees Celsius, a 59 Fahrenheit. And of course, everybody, we're coming to you live from this area. So we would like to hear from you. If you can talk to us and questions via #WildEarth on Twitter, but also at FC, which is on YouTube. And if you are on the age of 18, you can still pop us an emails on kidsquestions@wildearth.tv. But also you can head over to Wild Earth website, register there, and then you head over to the live safari page, and you can submit your questions. Those of you who haven't been a part of the show, so it's easy to do that, and you can able to participate on questions, and we'll answering them for you live. So I'm gonna see if we get good to see some more impalas. Seems they're moving away from us, but it's quite a big open area here. They may well spread around pretty much. Got them there. So I know the other group already walked past this road, but they actually looks like they're going to head into the thicket there. And this one, they're still sitting on this higher ground. Well, the whole night we had lions roaring. But to me, it just sounded like a single line. Could be more, maybe I'm wrong, but then it did sound like maybe one line that was roaring, not far from around the camp here. So every time when you see impalas, they just look beautiful and cute animal anyway. So I'm going to move on. So let's quickly take a look at the weather on our various different locations.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Djuma Private Game Reserve. It's a beautiful morning. We are quite lucky this morning. We found a beautiful herd of elephant. So we're currently on the western side of Djuma. My name is Cedric, and on the camera with me today it's Theo. So we're very happy to have you. It is quite a special day for me. It is my first live safari with wildlife. So thank you very much for joining us. Our plan today, we will try to stick with this elephant a bit. I just need to relocate quickly. And then we will also check the western boundary and the southern boundary of Djuma and see what we can find. So I'm just going to relocate quickly to get a better view of the elephants. The weather is actually quite pleasant today. It's not that cold, so that's good. Hopefully we'll be able to find some cats this morning. Sorry, I'm reversing just to try to find the best angle. There we go. Unfortunately, the elephants are currently going in the block there. Hi Shante, yes, we really hope to see some leopards today. Especially for me, it's one of my favorite animals. So now we are with these elephants which move quite inside the block, so it's quite difficult to see them. We can see another one coming. Yeah, it would be great to see a leopard or two. Last night near camp we heard a lion roaring. I was hoping to try to find some tracks this morning. But nothing yet, but we will also try for the lion. We might also go check the Andrew sighting of yesterday, where we found that female leopard, and see if we can locate her. Yeah, I think we'll carry on. It's still early and cool, so maybe some predators will be on the move. Okay, so we're going to go drive on the western. We will send you now to.
So we are now driving straight to the east. I'm hoping to go work around Chitwa. If it's possible, nothing disturb us on the way out, which, you know, it's a way of looking for the animal, get disturbed, and maybe this is when you stop looking at the animal, which I wouldn't really 100% call that disturbing, because, and that's what we're looking for, to spend time with this animal. And then I was talking to the guys on the radio. They say there was a leopard, female leopard tracks where I'm going, and they think it could be maybe a Kalamba. So maybe on our way out, we found out that way. the leopards might have been actually done a lot of movement at night, and to exercise their strategies, energies, communicate, and that communication usually via chemical or audio. So I'm gonna keep moving south along this road. I'll be sending you across to Cedric. We still got it, the elephant.
Yeah, so we decided actually to stick a bit longer with the elephants. We just walked through a nice opening at Sandy Patch. It's so peaceful in the morning, spending some time with elephants. As you know, they are amazing animals. Very big, of course, and very intelligent. So this is quite a big herd with lots of youngs. And we're currently moving west, northwest direction. It's quite funny how they follow each other. Obviously, there's a matriarch in the group that guide the group to go find water and food, and also find the safest place for them to stay. Not that they have lots of predators, but lions can be an issue for the youngs. I'm just going to move a little bit forward to get a better view. Seems to be on a mission, eating a bit and continue moving. As I was saying, it is my first live safari, so please bear with me. It will take me a couple of drives to find my bearing, but it's quite a good start. So also, if you hear a bit of an accent on my side, it is because I am from Mauritius and my first language is French. So if there's any viewers in Mauritius, I would like to say hello. But of course, it's a pleasure to meet all of you around the world for this live safari. It is quite amazing to be reporting live from the African bush and be able to show you all these beautiful animals. It is a very quiet morning, there's no wind. As I say, quite pleasant. It's not very cold today, so that's good. The only issue, it might get hot a bit earlier. Okay, we're going to continue on our side and see what we can find.
Mobile. Track was seen around here, moving about. wherever that leopard is at the moment, probably still moving a lot. Still a beautiful morning for them to still carry on and hunt. When they on the move like that, they sometimes hardly to stay in a road or in the open because they're busy doing their thing. So moving through grasses, chance of miss them.
Yeah, so we're currently driving along Sandy Patch Road. I'm just going to stop quickly here because I did find some impalas, and I know they are very common. We see them a lot here, but I just wanted to highlight the fact that you can see in the morning they are a little bit darker. The reason of that, it's called I forgot the name now, I apologize for that. But basically, they're giving themselves goosebumps, which is called pillow erection. And this will help them warm up, basically. So generally, you will find them a bit darker during the morning when it's cold. And when it gets hotter, they will look a bit lighter. Yeah, they are very clean animals. They always look pretty and clean. The reason for that, they do a lot of allo grooming and mutual grooming. They actually have special modified teeth that help them catch all the dust and the parasite in their skin when they groom themselves. And for example, also, if there are places like the neck they can't groom themselves, there's always one of the friends that will clean that area for them. Yeah, I do like impalas. I know they're very common, but it's a good indication to find leopards when they do alarm calling, but also other predators like lions. They're quite sharp. They see very well, hear very well, and of course they are a very good source of food for the predators. Okay, let's continue and see what we can find there. Hi Megan, you would like to know what is my favorite animal? I think like most of the guides, I really like leopards. For a few reasons. Basically, of course, they are very pretty, and they're always doing something, especially in the morning and in the afternoon, which is very nice. And yeah, so it's a very unique animal. But I'm also a big fan of lions as well. It's always impressive to be close to a lion roaring or hunting. So yeah, but I would say the leopard is my favorite one. There's a little crested francolin running on the road. So I must say we're quite lucky at Djuma for leopards. But it's not always easy to find them. The sun is rising at the moment, and generally as the sun rises, it gets a little bit cooler. The reason is that the hot air pushes the cool air down, so this is why it gets a bit cooler when the sun rises. Send you to Andrew, still looking for animals.
So everybody, I'm still driving a few roads around here, and then once for all I also saw that female leopard tracks that was seen around here, but we're just trying to see if she would be still mobile, that we can find her, but she's been in this area probably check Treehouse Dam there. Last track of her was seen moving in the southern side. From that dam there. So Tracy, you're asking, do I prefer a morning drive or a afternoon drive? So well, morning I would put it first, right? Because then you still have a lot of a daylight, I would say, from the rise until the end, without any darknesses. But the afternoon also provide a nocturnal. That's one thing for sure. Those we don't get to see, the smallest one. So morning is good as well, but that's also depend on what you're focusing on, look for. So trekking on the leopards are slightly, sometimes it's a lot of driving around. Not always that you stick with the tracks. So the time you don't stick with the tracks, you can only have to check whether the track's heading in a direction where you're going to check. But they can change directions during their movement. So just also have a visual of a vulture sitting right in the top of the tree. I don't want to get close enough to it because I know it's going to probably fly off. So I'm not quite sure what is happening around here, because now I know we're trekking for a predators. And that we're looking at the scavenger, but only one vulture at the moment. Could be that probably perched there just before dark, because they don't move or fly at night. Oh, could be that maybe that leopard had a kill around here. But we're about to find out soon, because we're going to be driving, checking under these marula trees, off-roading a little bit. So I'm going to carry on, sit around here, see if we can find anything else.
I'm Maggie, also known as Mia My Cat on Twitter. I purchased the Ticket to Dream so that I would make it back to Africa someday, so here I am. I enjoy Wild Earth very much. Just the experience it brings to everybody, it just helps everybody cope with things.
If you want to go on safari with a Wild Earth guide, whilst honing your bush knowledge and of course featuring in one of our shows, then head over to our website.
My favorite part about today is seeing Maribs, seeing him stalk the waterbuck and seeing the interaction between the waterbuck and him, and he's just an impressive little guy.
Sign up to be a Wild Earth explorer and you could be making your first ever on-screen appearance.
It's very exciting to be on a live drive at Djuma, to see how things work in the back and to be certainly much closer to the animals.
As one of the industry's best and Fagasa endorsed training institutes, NJ Moorfield Guide College produces professional guides of exceptional caliber and gives students from around the world an incredible experience. NJ Moore offers courses to suit all types of interests. The full-length career course results in a Fagasa accredited qualification and the option of a 6-month internship at one of Moore Family Collection's luxury safari lodges. Shorter courses are a great introduction for those considering a career in field guiding or even a life-enriching experience in your gap year. With spaces still available in July, don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to live your African dream.
My name is Ross and I'm a field guide at and beyond Pinda Private Game Reserve. I love getting questions from guests on Wild Earth because I love sharing and learning information about nature with new people, and it also makes me feel like you're all joining me in real life. If you want to ask a question on Wild Earth, then you need to register on our website. Once registered, go to our live safari page and submit your question below our live feed.
So we're still checking around here, but there's no tracks that's yet come out of the road. I'm gonna check the Gari main in case that tracks didn't come far south from that treehouse dam area. So Matthew, you're asking would the vultures only scavenge? And they're highly scavenge bird. And they can sometimes hunt slightly but for their own, but they mainly rely on stealing from the other or wait for a probably remain of the kill. So yeah, they pretty much just scavenge, but they carry on, which you probably pick up things that died, whether naturally causes. That's what mainly they can go for. The only thing is they not type of an eagle, so mainly for them to hunt by landing over and they pick up prey and they fly with it. It's not possible. Their claw talons is not actually well designed for such. Gonna spend time with a bird over here. It's like an older southern, a yellow-billed hornbill. Probably getting a little bit of active because of the sun is coming out a little bit. So everybody is very flighty this morning. This bird they always associate with the mongoose type of creatures. They'll probably know where the mongoose is at the moment, and they will go call them out, go forage. It's a kind of a type of symbiotic relationship that has occurred in between this bird and that animal. So everybody, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to be sending you back to Cedric, who's got something on a tree.
So my motto, you don't waste time. You just give people segments. Let's go to the left line because you never know whether it's going to be. It's our best one. It's very interesting.
Sorry about that technique that happened there with Cedric. Well, we still got this pair of bird here. The southern yellow-billed hornbill. They are probably searching for their own early breakfast this morning, getting close to our vehicle. So, I just stopped here because of not only that, just because of, stopping, listen to what the morning is about, and it's so important. That's where you get to probably hear animal calling close by to you, though. But if, keep driving, you will just miss it. So we're in this mission of finding that leopard if it's possible. So I'm hoping every time I stop, hoping to get an audio of whether it's an alarm call, whether it's a leopard itself calling about. So let us arrive at the pen there, Treehouse Dam, because I've taken a big loop, checking the boundary first things to see if these tracks didn't cross south, which for now still doesn't look like they've crossed south. So I'm going to be sending you across to Cedric and with
a colleague found Kara in a tree, so this is very nice. She's currently lying there. If I'm not mistaken, I saw a impala kill earlier, but I can't really see it from where we are now. But she's relaxing on the beautiful marula tree. So I guess beginner's luck.
Aubrey, I'm going to join Shelby. I'm in Canada.
We wanted to find a leopard and we've been lucky.
Manuleti boundary, and then I will take boundary to the
It is so peaceful to watch them lying like that on the tree. It's sad, she was looking in our direction earlier. Now she just turned her head. So I think it is the first time for me to see her. It's always special to see a new leopard. She didn't move a lot since yesterday, I guess, which I understood from Andrew where she was seen yesterday.
Good luck, I don't know. That's a price. If we go, we might stop by this bushes. I realize that such light is good.
She's having a nice relaxing time with getting a bit of warmth with the sun coming now. It would be a bit better if she could look in our direction, but unfortunately we can't control that. Thank you, Safari Kitty, for your comment. Yes, it's very nice the way they lie on the trees. It looks so relaxing with the legs hanging on the side. Sometimes you will see them turn a bit around, but the stomach is not lying directly on the branch. Especially when they are full. Sorry, we just heard an elephant at the back that was not very happy, but the good news is that she lifted her head to see what's happening there. So now we can have a better view. Isn't she gorgeous? Bit of a yawn there, and oh, beautiful. There's a few vehicles around, so you might be hearing the cameras. It is a great sighting actually. Can get some beautiful pictures.
The way the camera's going here, it's encouraging to stay here.
So apparently the best way to recognize her, if you see on a ear there's a little cut. So obviously I'm still learning the characters. But this is a way to see who it is. Oh, she's standing up now. So we're going to stay here and see what she does. Bit of stretching.
Still in Bumble. There was an update about the male lion was seen slightly far of here, and then far here, and then we'll probably go there, see. It's probably a duck mane, I think. It's probably audioing around the whole night. Probably same audio thing. Slightly far away.
So we're still with Kara here. We did relocate a bit. Fortunately, she turned in the other direction. But I think at the moment it's the best view we can get. I have a better view of the kill on the tree on the right hand side of her, but unfortunately it's a bit behind a tree. So seems to be quite a bit of meat left on that kill. As you can see, it is a great place for a leopard to be on the tree. They have a very good advantage point to see what's around. And of course, they feel safer from other predators such as hyenas and lion. Which is quite interesting actually. If a leopard lives in an area where there's no other predators, they rarely bring the kill on a tree. They will hide it under a bush or on the ground. The reason why is that there's not a lot of risk for another predator to come steal the kill. But obviously here at Juma we have lots of hyenas, lions, so it's much better for her to place the kill in a tree.
In 2-3 seconds, got similar what happened in the line that you guys spotted. I haven't seen it, I was also not footage. You guys selected that.
I'm not sure if I got the name right, so 50. Yes, she is a beautiful cat. It's quite a special moment to see them, especially in trees like that and looking around. If you look at the tail, it's quite nice. I like to see the tail move. It's a good indication of if they are relaxed or stressed. Now you can see it's moving a little bit. So they do have a very thick tail, which help for the balance when they are hunting or climbing trees. But also the little white tip at the end, as you can see moving now, help as communication. So as we call follow me signs. So when she have cubs and walk in the long grass, the cubs will focus on that little white tip to follow the mom. But they are beautiful. I am very happy that we managed to locate her again. Candice, yeah, you would like to know if it's common for leopard to not be active at this time of the day. Basically, she's not active now because she have a kill in the tree. Unfortunately, where we are standing, it will be quite difficult to see the impala in the tree because it's behind another tree. But generally, during the day, when it's still cool, they're quite active. They will rest mainly during the day when it's hot, obviously, but leopards are quite opportunistic as well. So if they find a herd of impala quite close, even during the heat of the day, they might try their luck. It is quite common also to see them mobile around noon. But yeah, she is now not active because she's with a kill in the tree. So she looked like she wants to move back to the kill and try to feed. You can see the tip of the tail moving there. Generally, when they are excited and or stressed, they like to also move their tail quite a lot. I think now she's just relaxed and maybe getting a bit excited, to go eat a bit more meat.
I'll forget my shirt, I will come, I will go and check that stuff, right, just down.
I didn't. You would like to know at what age the leopard becomes sexually mature. For the female, it will be just, I think, just before 2 years, around 2 years actually, when they leave the mom. about 18 months, and then 2 years they can be sexually active. However, for the male it will be a bit later. The reason why is that generally the female like to mate with the bigger leopard, so the older leopard and the more powerful leopard. That reason would be they would like to have good gene in their cubs, so they tend to try to mate with a stronger and older leopards. So they also have territories. Territories can vary between 5 square kilometer to 100 square kilometer. It can vary a lot, but it's generally around 15 square kilometer. Female territories are generally smaller. She's just now went to feed. So territories help a lot. For example, for the female, they choose their territory for the number of den sites for the cubs, but also for the amount of food. But for the males, they generally have bigger territories. The reason for that is that he will have better chance to have more females sharing part of his territories, which will give him more option to mate. Like Tingana, who is a very big leopard, I assume have quite a big territory. I don't want to go very big. We're deciding a bit if we try to relocate. I don't see many options to relocate because she's currently feeding. I don't want to disturb her. And the other spot where we can move is quite close to her. So let's wait a little bit and see what she does, and then we try to find a better angle. So I'm going to relocate quickly. That's a bit better. Yeah, I didn't get the name, unfortunately, but there was a question if she can finish this impala on her own. Yes, definitely she can. If I understood the question right. But it will take one day or two. Impalas are one of a favorite prey. They do like to kill also and bushbugs, nyala. But I must say impalas are quite commonly killed by leopard. I don't know if you can hear, but we can hear the bones crushing. I apologize for sensitive viewers. If you look, I don't think you will be able to see. But on the neck of the impala we can see some trace of blood. So basically, this is where she would have killed with her teeth the impala, by strangling the impala or biting the neck. Okay, we're going to wait a bit here and see what she does, and we will hopefully have a better view a bit soon.
As the sun goes down in Africa, for many, the day has just begun. Wild Earth is ready for the next brand new concept, and this time it's at night. A specialized thermal drone will take to the air under the cover of darkness. As it flies above the bush, it will be searching for hotspots on the ground.
We might have a leopard on the far right of this group of hyena.
The ground team will then be called to identify the animal.
It is a warthog. That's exactly what it is. So there we go. It was a warthog that was running away from... Sorry, Warty.
And of course, it is at this time when the big cats are on the hunt.
Yeah, James, just head a little bit more left.
Okay, copy. I'm going to go north around on Impala Road.
Okay, the lions are on the move, guys. Lions are chasing the wildebeest.
Wild Earth is looking for a sponsor who can help turn this show to a long-running series. If you are interested, then head over to our website to find out more. wildearth.tv/sponsors. Across southern and East Africa, the Endangered Wildlife Trust works tirelessly to save species, protect critical habitats, and benefit people. Join the EWT in returning wildlife to the wild. Go to ewt.org.za to find out more and follow our socials to see how you can get involved. Protecting forever, together.
I love being a camera for Wild Earth. The animals coming right up close to you, especially like lions. Sometimes you get nervous, but you have to go with the flow. My favorite animal to film is the elephant because of how big it is. But when it's really up close to you, it's one animal that you would say, I really respect you.
Guys, just watch what's happening. See, watch the elephant, watch the lions. See, the first ones to run are the cubs. Can you see them? They are right here. I'm not sure how scared you were, but I was quite nervous. But absolutely incredible.
Expect the unexpected here on Wild Earth daily.
Yeah, so we didn't manage to relocate, so we're still in the same spot, which is not too bad. Unfortunately, we can't really see her face, but we can see her feeding nicely. As you can see now, she's feeding on the impala, but actually leopards have 92 different food types, so they can eat quite a large amount and type of animals, basically. For example, it can range from winged termites, some fish, birds, reptiles, but obviously their favorite prey would be antelopes, such as impalas. They do also scavenge. So this female leopard weight this is between generally 30 to 60 kilos. She's quite still small. Obviously, male leopard will be much bigger, as you know. You can see now she's busy feeding on the leg. It is a bit bloody, I apologize for that. It seems that she did eat a big part of the upper leg of the impala already. And also what I can see, this impala seems quite young. I'm not 100% sure with the visual I have, but it seems like it was born maybe last year, November, December, this impala. When we arrived at the sighting, there was a herd of elephant around, and we can still hear them sometime. It's always nice to be at a sighting and see or hear two of the big five. So leopard will start killing, made their first kill around 11 months old. Obviously it will start first with smaller prey such as birds, some reptiles like monitor lizard, for example, but it is a great way to learn. Obviously during that time the cub will still be with the mother, so the mother will definitely teach and help the cub to hunt and to learn how to hunt. Hi, Green. Thank you very much for your question. You would like to know if vultures ever feed on leopard kills. Yeah, they will do if the leopard is not there and the kill is mainly on the ground. It is difficult for a vulture to come into the tree and feed on the kill in the tree. The reason why is that now we are in winter, there's not so many leaves on the branches, but during summer it will be difficult for a vulture to come inside the tree where the kill is very well hidden and feed on it. It will not be very comfortable for them. Saying that, it might have happened in the past. Unfortunately, I never saw it. But yeah, if the kill is on the ground and the vulture spot the kill and the leopard is not around, they will definitely feed on the kill. Vultures are, well, there's different type of vultures, but they are generally very big. So it's not very easy for them to come land between the branches and the leaves of a tree. We're having a little friend coming from the other side, a bit far deep in the bush, a little hyena. So I was saying earlier that if there's no predators such as hyena or lions, leopards tend to not bring the kill in the tree. But now we can see why the kill is in the tree. The hyenas are around, and of course, being a small female leopard, if the kill was on the ground, she would have probably lost it to the hyena. But now she's comfortable and feeding. She's very busy with that leg. So what might happen is that if the leg breaks completely and fall on the ground, this hyena which is hiding behind us, unfortunately we can't show you now, it's not in a very good angle, will definitely come steal that piece of meat if it falls on the ground. Alia, you would like to know if a lion can climb this tree to reach the carcass. This tree is quite steep. It is a marula tree, so the trunk at the bottom is quite steep and high. So unless it's a lion who's very used to climb trees, which we found in some part of Africa, it would be quite difficult for a lion to come and climb that tree. But it happened in the past. There was a sighting recently of a lioness who got very high in a tree, chasing a leopard on a kill from the kill, and the leopard fell and the lioness fell from quite a high distance in the tree. Lions are very strong, obviously, but they are much heavier than leopards, so it's more difficult for them to push themselves up. And leopards have very strong shoulders, and they are designed to climb trees. So now we just saw a little piece of meat that fell on the floor. We see that Aina will decide to come and investigate. Oh, she's moving a bit more at the back now. She's not great for us. I apologize, some vehicle around us are relocating. Yeah, we are actually free vehicle here, so the space is not very big, so it is not always easy to find the best spot to see. I'll try my best now, see if we can move a little bit forward. Or actually maybe reverse and try to face I will just see what this other vehicle is doing now, and then I will make a decision where to move. Yeah. Let me try to see if I can find a better spot. Well, I apologize, I didn't get that question, but I'm sure FC will say it again. Okay, you would like to know why is it a risk for a leopard to fight a hyena? Hyena are quite bigger, unless it is a big male leopard. So hyena have very strong jaw. Sorry, we're looking a bit in the sun here. So it can be risky for a leopard to fight a hyena. Also, you have to know that leopards are solitary. So it's very unnecessary for them to get into a fight with a hyena, because if they get injured, they will have a very small success of survival, because if they are injured, they can't hunt properly, then can't feed properly, and might die. hyenas, on the other hand, if one get injured, they still have the clan to survive. Okay, we're going to stay here and enjoy that sighting.
Indeed, we got it looks like a dark man here lying just on the side of the road. As you can see how tall the grass it is at the moment where he is. Probably the same audio we heard last night. Still makes sense though that it's not actually quite a way away from the camp itself. And I doubt that he's gonna move from here because I think he's been lying here for a long time according to the guy that he saw him. And I think this is the same spot again. So stay here, see what he's gonna do.
She's moving again. Oh, now she's standing on top of the impala, trying to find another comfortable area to feed. Obviously, predators don't use really their canine to eat. They use their incisors, which is inside the mouth. And it works a bit like a pair of scissors. It's called a carnassial shear. And what it does, it's like cutting the meat with the teeth rubbing each other. So we have a little friend now underneath the tree. Just came to investigate if there's some meat on the floor. Not very happy at the moment, just leaving the spot.
So everybody, we still there. And this male duck man is still flat. But we got an akuri calling in the background, probably warning. Oh, could have probably seen him here, and they all alert of him being lying in his grasses. Not that I can see him now, but they're probably aware that he is in this position. But I think since we saw him the day before yesterday, he was slightly west of here, just south of the Kalahari gate. And from there he moved, couldn't find him. And he's still not yet joined the female, so he's probably still on his patrol. And that's the kuri on the background again. And they're all prey species. Once they spot their predators like leopard lions, especially, he just fled. And they will keep an eye in this area. Maybe they won't even move away. Then they will be all aware of the presence of danger around in this area.
Just going to reposition. Where would you like to go? There?
No, I think the sun needs to be behind us. So if we can go in front of.
We try to relocate. We're not getting very good audio where we are now. So unfortunately, it is quite difficult with the sun now. And I don't have any other way to cross to go on the other side. So let's see what she does. We wait here a little bit, and then we might relocate again. I apologize for that. It's very difficult in the morning with the sun, and the kill being on a tree off the road, sometimes it's a bit of a challenge. As I say, bear with me. I'm just getting a bit of my bearings here. Hopefully things will go smoothly soon. I apologize, I didn't get that question very well. Again, the communication is not very good where we are located at the moment. So if FC can just try to say that again. I apologize if I couldn't answer that question. I couldn't hear much on the radio. It's a challenge sometimes being in the bush. You don't get very good signal everywhere. Some areas very good and some areas are a little bit less good. So I apologize for that. Leopards are quite fussy eaters, so they enjoy pulling the hair of the animals sometime before eating. So you can see now she opened a piece on the, I think it's the rump of the impala, and she not having any piece of hair in her mouth. She would have removed the hair first. Yeah, white man, you would like to know, do all leopards pluck the fur of their kill? Yeah, generally they like to do that. I'm not 100% sure if it will be all the time, but they do that. They get a bit irritated with the hair in their mouth. It is quite actually funny to see when it happens. They do quite a lot of grimace, but yeah, generally they do tend to remove the hair. It happens sometimes though that unfortunately they did swallow hair. This is why you will find sometimes in the scats, their droppings, some hair in it. So we can't completely make sure that they don't eat any of the hair. Yeah, I think she's going to spend the day here feeding on that leopard, on that impala, excuse me. There's still quite a bit of meat on it. Yeah, so I apologize for this little technical issue at the moment. We're going to stay here, maybe try to relocate quickly and see what she does.
South African Guide of the Year has been an event that we have all been looking forward to. However, South Africa has gone into lockdown level 4, which means we will no longer be able to hold the ceremony this week. The assessments in the bush will still carry on, however the awards will take place later in the year when it is safe to do so. We are looking after those who look after our natural world. Thank you for your understanding. We really do appreciate your support.
As one of the industry's best and Fagasa endorsed training institutes, NJ Moorfield Guide College produces professional guides of exceptional caliber and gives students from around the world an incredible experience. NJ Moore offers courses to suit all types of interests. The full-length career course results in a Fagasa accredited qualification and the option of a 6-month internship at one of Moore Family Collection's luxury safari lodges. Shorter courses are a great introduction for those considering a career in field guiding or even a life-enriching experience in your gap year. With spaces still available in July, don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to live your African dream.
My name is Lauren and I'm currently working in Djuma Private Game Reserve here in South Africa. I love answering your questions during the live safaris. It's my favorite part. It feels like you're on the vehicle with me and I'm able to teach you exactly what you want to know. If you want to ask a question on Wild Earth, then you need to register on our website. Once registered, you must go to the live safari page and ask your question below the live feed.
We have a baby pangolin, a baby pangolin. This is off the charts. This animal is about from your fingertips to your elbow. That's the total length of this animal. This is unreal. This is unreal. This is unreal. This is like now my 4th Christmas in a week. We should do this more often.
Tune into Wild Earth every single day. It's in your nature.
And nothing much changed. We just relocated a bit, so we have a bit better audio now. Hopefully I will be able to hear your questions. There is an eye now. Waiting to pick up some pieces on the ground. It's the same hyena that's been there for a while now. Yeah, that kill almost fell earlier. That would have been quite a problem for Kara. She would have probably lost it. You can see they also are very rough tongue, the way they lick the prey, the kill. It can even remove pieces of meat just by licking the open wound there. Obviously not big pieces. There we go, another piece of meat fell on the ground. And the hyena is looking for it. There we go. I was saying earlier that that leg might fall and would have been a little gift for the hyena, and that's actually what happened. It's not a big problem for her. There's not a lot of meat left on that piece. Charlie, you would like to know if hyenas mostly scavenge. They do scavenge, as you know, but they are also very good hunters. They normally hunt in groups with the clan, so they can make kills, definitely, but they rarely make kills when they are alone, like this hyena now. It will mainly happen when they are together. But they also love to scavenge, as you know. And what is quite interesting, they are quite clever as well. So you will often see them follow wild dogs. The reason why is that because wild dogs are very good killers, very good hunters, and the hyenas knows that there's a big chance that the wild dog will make a kill, and they will come afterward to steal the kill, and depending how many are there, obviously. And now you can hear the bone crushing. But yes, to answer your question, they mainly scavenge, but they do hunt quite often as well. So they have very powerful jaws, as you can hear. I'm not sure if you can hear now, but you can hear the bone crushing. I apologize again for sensitive viewers. She finished that little piece of leg very quickly. Looking for a bit more now. It's amazing. If you look at the size of a hyena head, it is very big. The reason why is that they have very strong jaws, as you know. So while this hyena is waiting on the ground, Kara is continuing feeding. Apologize, there's a car relocating at the moment. It is very nice to be able to spend such a long time with a leopard. Sometimes when they are mobile, it's quite difficult to spend as much time because you can lose them, then it's difficult to relocate them. So something chewing nicely there. It looks like that we might be alone on the sighting now, so we will try to relocate to get a better view, maybe with the sun behind us. Actually, one of the vehicles stayed here, so we'll wait for them. Maybe when they move, it should be not too long. We can try to relocate. It's amazing how we can continuously eat meat for a long time like that, and you can see it's quite not an easy affair to take out the meat off the bone. It's quite a workout. So you can see the spots on the leopard, especially on the shoulder there. But actually there's a small spot that made a rosette. So when I say a rosette, is that it makes a little round of black spot, and in the middle of the spot there's a little golden color. This is what we call a rosette, which will be different from a cheetah. Cheetah will be mainly black spot. You will not see this golden color in the middle of the spots. Doug, you would like to know when Kara will hunt again? Difficult to say, but now we can see that she's going to have a full belly and have quite a lot of meat. So I guess when she will finish this kill, or if the kill doesn't fall on the ground and be stolen by the hyenas, she will probably go drink some water and then start being mobile, saying that she can hunt almost directly, even if she's full. The reason why is that they are very opportunistic. So even if they are full, they have a chance to kill another impala or another antelope, or can be also a monitor, for example. They will do so, and then they might add the kill again and wait a bit before feeding. They need to take any chances they get to get food. It's very important for them. So cats are generally very opportunistic. It has been shown in the past a leopard feeding on a kill and catching another prey next to the kill just because it has the chance to do so. The prey didn't see the leopard, and the leopard took a chance and got more food. Now we can see she's very busy with this kill in the tree. I don't think she will do much today. Okay, I will try to relocate, see if we get a better angle or a better light for the camera. And yeah, so let's see what we can do. And unfortunately, I didn't have the time to relocate now. You can see, actually, I would like to stay here. It's not very nice to see, so I apologize to the viewers, but you can see the stomach hanging out of the kill. Sometime remove the stomach before bringing the kill in the tree. Yeah, so she's going to drink some blood inside the prey, and us, we will try again now, see if we can relocate.
Yeah, but you follow another Indo that side.
So we are still checking through roads, yeah, and just gotten a long distance audio of powerless alarm calling. So, and then we have to investigate that. In fact, we've been actually stopping every now and then just to see if we could maybe keep hearing a lot of this audio. And then indeed it's been going since. Just going to stop with this elephant. But in the meantime, I'll be also keeping my ear open for the more audio of the impalas. Oh, yes. Forward. It's just having the brilliant time here. Still a very cold morning for them to stand and feed with the elephants. And that's how they do. So looking just at the young bull. So we got for now, looks like one young bull elephant who he's just feeding there. Just got himself into a thick bush. But it's a way of the elephants always got into the thicket. Looks like he's just going to move on like that. At least we've still got a little bit of a visual, but it happens that probably more of them around in this area. Just hear a lot of bushes on my right hand side that are always pushed by the elephants. And it's always better for them when they're spread around quite a lot, far apart, and they don't have to push one another. There is so much going on, especially looking at the male here, young male. They're more likely to push one another, these young bulls, when they're ever together. In that case, always the smallest get to pushed away from their favorite spot. looks like we've got it for a few of them there. Look at them through these tall grasses. So, a white man, you're asking that elephant also feed throughout the night? Yes, they do. And they spend a lot of time standing up, these animals, and night and day. And they ever take it easy nap, where it's probably maybe in an hour or less than an hour. So this is another one that we probably heard from this far the road. He's probably gonna come join the partner not so long. The sun has rise up, which the heat would be taking place shortly. In that case, with elephants, they're more likely to, feed, but aiming to go to one of their watering hole. So we're gonna be, driving through roads. Hope we'll get to bump on many of these elephants while we're looking for that audio of impala was heard calling in this area. I'm going to be taking you across to Cedric with these Kara feeding.
Okay, we managed to relocate finally. She did move off the kill. She's now lying on the big branch she was when we just got here earlier. We are quite close actually. We are almost underneath her. She's busy cleaning herself at the moment, licking all the blood off her paws and yeah. So unfortunately now she's looking on the other side of the branch, but sure she will look our way soon. Leopards like to be cleaned, so this is why every time after feeding they like to lick themselves and have a little bath. And we can see on the other side of the branch there. Nice little bath. She almost lost a kill again actually, just before we relocate, but fortunately the impala is still in the tree. Yeah, I think she's might clean herself now and maybe sleep a little bit and start feeding a bit later. can see, as I was saying also, they have quite rough tongues. It's help also from removing the blood from the hair. You can see those beautiful whiskers there. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm very happy we found a leopard today. I was actually hoping to see a lion first, because, as I said, we heard one quite close to the camp. But fortunately, we found this leopard. Well, we joined the sighting of our colleagues. This place is really magical for leopards. It is quite impressive. It's getting a bit warmer now. I think it's going to be quite hot today. Yesterday was very hot. So if it gets hotter, she might get down from the tree and go lie in the shade. She will not get much shade in that tree. There's no leaves at all. Okay, we're going to wait here a little bit more. Maybe she will go down the tree. We will send you to Andrew's watching an elephant.
Good luck, Cedric, there. And yeah, as we were just talking about, we're going to be driving around, but we may bump on more of elephants. This is also another young bull here on our right-hand side. Busy feeding around that little mound. And I have to come from far away there where we were working earlier, just because of the alarm impala that was sounded like maybe around here, pretty much west, maybe southwest of a quarantine. And I stopped, take a listening again. That's when we were at the Galago pen, and then the alarm was going on still, but now settled down. But it's a better chance we could maybe hear more of that audio while we're stopping with the elephant. Young bull, probably on his early 4 years, somewhere there. Or above that. So the whole herd probably in the wood. Oops, maybe it didn't like that. So, White Tissue, you're asking how old the elephant can live up to. So in a wild world, general, elephants can live up to anything from 4 to 5, 50, 75. Some could get up to 80 if they're lucky. Off he goes. So we're gonna move on. I hope we get to spend time with this young bull. I didn't actually cooperate well there. There is more of them right in front, so I'm gonna leave them because there's a lot of them in the beautiful, slightly open there. So we're gonna probably get a closer look at them, maybe from this far, see how they interact with each other there.
The annual Safari Guide of the Year competition aims to create awareness for those men and women who dedicate their lives to tourism and wildlife. This year's event will be held at Marataba, a breathtaking privately managed section of the Marakele National Park in South Africa's Limpopo province. In celebration of this, Wild Earth and Marataba Luxury Lodges are offering all explorers a chance to win a 3-night stay at Marataba Safari Lodge for you and a friend. In addition to a spectacular land-based safari, Marataba Luxury Lodges offer an opportunity for guests to cruise peacefully along the Matlabas River, watching the animals as they drink and wallow. The lodge offers you a chance to lie by the pool or enjoy a spa treatment, and one night could be spent sleeping out under the stars in a luxurious treehouse. Sign up to be a Wild Earth explorer before the 30th of June, and it could be you heading off on a long-awaited getaway. Wild Earth Explorers. It's in your nature. The Wildlife and Environment Society of South Africa, WESA, encourages people to care for the earth. Through innovative projects, they aim to reverse the serious issues that we face in the world today. One of these projects is Green Coast, a proudly South African award for sensitive and well-managed coastal sites. This sustainability project protects our national coastlines while providing unemployed youth with a love for their environment and a hope for the future. WESA is a membership and volunteer-supported organization. Every supporter is helping to change the only earth we have. Visit our website to see how you can help care for our earth.
It's a huge privilege to be in these incredible places with these amazing animals. I love filming lions. When they do get up and do something, it's always spectacular. When they are playing, are incredibly fun to watch, especially subalterns and cubs. I love being in the bush and working in these incredible places with these amazing animals. We want to bring it to you so that you can almost feel like you're right there and be able to experience it and enjoy it the way we are.
So, fortunately, while we were waiting here, the kill fell on the ground. So it's quite sad. And now we're having two hyenas fighting over it. I apologize the cars in the background. But this is the best spot we can find now. Kira is still lying in the tree. She seems a bit disappointed, obviously, but I think she got plenty to eat. Now this piece of impala is going to disappear very quickly. Obviously, hyenas will try to feed as quickly as possible before other hyenas come and join the party. So this is why they are eating so quickly. They really don't want to share the food. So the quicker they eat, the less chance they have to lose the meat. I apologize to the viewers, it is a bit bloody. And there's Cara, shame. She's very disappointed and a bit confused. But as I say, I'm sure she got plenty to eat before it fell on the ground. I believe today, when the hyena will leave, she might go down and maybe find some water to drink and go lie in the shade. The only sad part on our side is that it's going to be more difficult for us now to relocate her lately. So I'm just going to stay quiet a bit and listen to the hyenas. Yeah, so I was saying it will be a bit more difficult for us to relocate this leopard later. She might move off as she lost her kill, so. Yesterday you got very loud lions with Trishala, and today we are very loud hyenas. How's that? There's not much meat left. Now we're going to chew the bones. One reason of the hyena dung being white, obviously when it's fresh, it isn't white in color, it's more greenish, but when it dries, it turns white. It is because they eat a lot of calcium with all the bones they are chewing. So it is quite easy to recognize hyena dung. We jump from one leopard feeding to a hyena feeding. I Kim, you would like to know if there's some lions around who might hear the hyenas vocalizing. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any lions around at the moment. I heard a male lion this morning, which I might think might be dark mane. So maybe it wasn't actually in this direction. But if he is around and he hear the hyenas vocalizing, he might definitely come have a look. I think it will be a bit disappointed if one lion come here. The lion will be disappointed because there's not much meat left. But actually it would be a good way to attract a lion and maybe see a different cat. Let's hope that there's a lion around and then we can just stay there. Yeah, that was very nice to see these two hyenas fighting over the carcass. It is very loud, but it's also quite entertaining. I would say very entertaining. It is getting quite warm now. You can hear the bone crushing. It is quite loud. But you can see how quickly they eat. It's quite amazing is that they're not wasting any piece of meat. This hyena is eating everything, even the head. I apologize for the sensitive viewers about the sound of bone crushing. Unfortunately, this is nature and these animals have to survive, and this is the way they feed. It is always nice to see two different type of predators on one sighting. Make it easier to compare the behavior. So this leopard was lying in the tree, feeding nicely alone, and these two hyenas was going to war over that piece of meat. We're going to continue waiting here. The reason why is that I hope that Gara will try to go down the tree a bit later, but she will probably wait for the hyenas to leave the area. But it would be nice to see her come down the tree. I'm not sure where is the closest water source around here. but she might even go for a drink a bit later or this afternoon. Yeah, so let's wait and see what happens.
So everybody, we're still here in the position of this quarantine. So the audio of those alarm call impalas all settled down, and then I only hear the squirrels still calling back there. Maybe from here we're gonna drive this road and just to check, because also squirrels alarm call for a reason, and they see a predator that's around them, especially if it's a cat. And this young bull that we actually saw him there, this is another one. He was also playful in front of the vehicle and now just off to that little bush to feed on. Now these ones still probably turn around looking at us. There's still a lot of playful animals that can play charge birds around here. Just moving into the shed, but it's practicing a lot of probably fight against the bush, but seen him actually trying to charge bird around in this open area. And they're still a lot younger, full of energy. Birds also follow them because these birds benefit from the animal. As the animal move, disturb insect, and the bird would probably feed from those insects. So we're gonna, probably the rest of the group coming out there, we're just gonna wait them to pass by. And in the meantime, we're gonna be sending you across to Cedric with these hyena fighting over a carcass.
So while we were waiting here, we have been joined by two more hyenas. It was quite there was quite a sudden movement where the two previous hyenas start running away, and we saw two more hyenas coming at the back, and they stole the rest of the meat from the previous hyenas. So it seems like everybody are losing a bit of meat today. But this hyena just came, it's much bigger. Must be a female. But there's not much meat left. So they're all sniffing around and trying to pick up some pieces. I must say it is still quite a very entertaining sighting. And our leopard is still lying in the tree. She's not going to come down soon now. I think there's too many hyenas around. But I believe she will have to come down at one stage. It's probably getting a bit hot for her there in the sun. Vivian, I got off of the question. If FC just please repeat that for me. Yeah, Vivian would like to know how strong is the hyena's jaw. It is actually very strong. It is, I think, after the crocodile, the strongest jaw in the bush. So they do have very big jaw. This is why their head are so big, and it is very powerful. As you can hear, well, you heard earlier when they were chewing the bone, they were crushing these bones quite easily. So, for example, a hyena skull. It's as big as a lion. It can weigh up to 3 kilos. So having a big skull make it easier to have a very strong jaw. Yeah, so their jaw are very strong. Stronger than lions and leopard. I do like hyenas. I think they are very clever animals. I'm not sure if most of your viewers like them, because they steal a lot of food from the leopards, but they are very clever. And very cute as well when they are young. When they get older, they look a bit less cute, I must say. But this is a personal issue. No, but I think they are very clever. I really like the way they like to follow wild dogs and try to steal the food. So it is quite entertaining to see. So they can run very long distance for a long time. I mean, they can run for a long time. This is how they will actually kill their prey. In a group, the clan will start running a bit like the wild dog, but it will be slower, and try to catch the prey like that. And obviously, with this very strong jaw, one bite of the jaw of the hyena on the prey's skull will probably kill the prey. I don't think there's much meat left now, Seems like they're moving up and down, trying to find what's left, but it seems to be finished. And Cara is still looking at them from the tree. Sure. Shame, she was very sad. Well, I can't say sad. I don't know what she was feeling, but she seems very disappointed and surprised when the rest of the kill fell on the ground. Charlie would like to know if I ever seen hyena cubs, if I understood well, catch small prey. No, I never saw, personally I never saw, but I'm sure as they are quite playful, if one of a prey, a small bird or another type of small animal to come close by, they will probably try, but personally I never saw it. Yeah, I got quite a very interesting sighting one time in the Kruger area. As we have a leopard now and hyenas, it was quite the opposite. So we found this male leopard who killed a young hyena. This is quite common between predators, where one species will kill another species young, just to eliminate competition. But so it was completely the opposite of today. Today we had these hyenas stealing the food from this leopard, and the other time it was one male leopard killing a small hyena. So as you can see, they interact quite a lot. It's always fantastic to see two species like these interacting, fighting over food. But it shows you how life is hard in the bush for them. It seems like that the hyenas are leaving now, so hopefully she might come down. She seems to be looking a bit down. Let me just see. There we go. There we go. Oh, unfortunately behind the tree. And there she's come down. Awesome. Maybe she will try to look if there's any small piece of food left behind. This is great. I've seen a bit of everything this morning around this tree. Leopard feeding in the tree, but losing a kill from the tree, and hyenas fighting over the kill. And now we saw her, unfortunately, on the other side of the tree, but climb down. I'm going to try to follow her and see where she goes. Might be a bit bumpy. Okay, are we going to try to follow her and see what she does? And we'll see what surprise we have coming to us.
Hi everyone, my name is Elmarie and I'm very excited about this drive. My husband Kleinhan bought me this Ticket to Dream for my birthday as a present because he knows I watch Wild Earth all the time. I couldn't be more happy. I've never had such a great present in my life before.
If you want to go on safari with a Wild Earth guide whilst honing your bush knowledge and of course featuring in one of our shows, then head over to our website.
Okay, my favorite part about Wild Earth is the characters, and then of course I love the bush and I love Africa, and just the fact that I can follow every day, that's one of my favorite things.
Sign up to be a Wild Earth explorer and you could be making your first ever on-screen appearance.
Being on a live drive on Wild Earth is really great because you can actually now smell the bush, see the animals in real life. You have to really make a plan and just do it.
Hi everybody, I'm Tiana, I'm from Johannesburg, and I am one of Wild Earth's biggest fans.
Been watching for 4 years, DG here from the Ozarks.
It's been 4 years for me and I'm not leaving anytime soon.
It's given me a time away from the hassles of the city, and it's given me a connection to a place that has stolen my heart, which is Africa.
Last year we lost our son, and now we're just watching Wild Earth. Love to all you guys.
You are reminding us of the role that we play in nature conservation, each and every one of us. You have reconnected myself to a dream that I had as a child to get involved in nature conservation, and for that I'm really grateful for as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My name is Steve, and one of my favorite things at Wild Earth is getting questions from you. The type of questions that I really like are those ones that really help us to unpack and understand and really integrate the ecological knowledge and fully appreciate the importance that animals such as these Cape buffalo bring to the ecosystem. If you want to ask a question on Wild Earth, you're going to have to register on the website. But once registered, just head on over to the live safari page and enter your question under the live feed.
So our squirrels at the finish of whatever was feeding on probably was one of these marula nuts. But it's going to climb higher now. It's probably going to observe around the area. But usually, in my experience, if there was a danger, then the squirrel would be up in trees very far enough if it was a leopard. Or then if it is an eagle, then they call from below that branches, and then probably calling alert from the maybe bird of prey or something. Maybe it's not the same squirrel that we heard. And those squirrels are so small, only weigh about 200 grams, somewhere there. So they are so small. So I'm going to move around because we already stopped here and then we already listened and we couldn't hear anything. So we're going to carry on. So we're still not too far from where the herd of elephants was coming out from. So it looks like they pop out to that open. But not the whole herd, just a few of them. They already came to the open area. Only simple way of finding cats, especially if you got any audio from the impalas or any of the antelope, and then you focus on that, you're more likely to find whatever they're calling about, what threatened them. Beautiful elephants have come out there, so I'm just going to move forward slightly, take a look at them. Quite a few of these young ones there with these elephants. Are so cool. And they were so playful when we were there. In fact, let me just off-road here. In fact, this is going to be a good actually distance, so they can still do their best of themselves. They have now come across one of the perch where it's slightly green, but all of it is surge. Some herbs they are after. And see the little one, how energy just went down flat while all their parents standing up. In that time they weren't going to move anywhere without that little one. So still under good protection. And it's always just watching elephants, especially if it's in an open area like that. You could get to see how they interact with each other. And they do love one another though. Except for those young bull, those already rejected from the group or about to be rejected from the group. So a comment from Sarah saying that the little one is so cute. I agree with you. The young elephant, such a baby when they're still very young, they got a lot more to do. And then because they can fit anyway, that little one can still fit on the mother's belly, walk across to the other side. not still young, so it's probably just a few weeks. Maybe around 3 months above that. So they still need a lot of care from the whole family here. And that's what they're capable of, taking care of one another. Those cannot make it in terms of moving or to be taken care. And those lost from this member, they will be actually communicating, growl about, until they get a response from the whole member. Nadine, you're asking at what age do elephants start to eat grass? So in the wild, they've got to spend a lot of time, understanding what their parents do. So that could take a while. But anything from about 4 months up, and they started to exercise their trunk. And in that age, they already use their trunk to suck water, they already know how to do that. And then from that age upwards, they already then eat grasses and all the soft plants as well. And by around 6-7 months, already a little bit of a task is about to develop, but very little visible. By a year old, the task is already visible. Even when they're above a year old, the task is still slightly developed. And the trunk itself, it's just made out of muscles. And it's very strong. Could do a lot on an elephant. It's a nostrils as well. And the tip end of that trunk, it's got a kind of a finger lock where that animal were able to hold on something like wood, small wood. Kind of like a clipper, but then also they would use that trunk. It helps when they feed, break stuff down, but it works together with the tuskers. The tuskers also important. Seeing an elephant without the tuskers and it play very difficult to get to feed. I'm sure they're going to be around in this area. So we're going to stay here and just to see. Probably they're going to head towards us.
Twin Dam. It is quite beautiful here now. Unfortunately, it is getting quite warm, so it will get a bit more difficult to find predators at this time of the day. But we have a beautiful herd of impala on the side of the dam, and as you can see, there is a hippo. It is quite peaceful now. This hippo is quite lucky to be in the water. It's getting quite warm out here. They are quite amazing animals. As you know, they're very big, but they can be quite fast as well. When they are outside the water, and if they have to run, they can reach up to 36 kilometers per hour, which is quite fast for such a big animal. I don't think, well, definitely me, I would not be able to outrun a hippo. So if one day you find you in a situation where you might be in danger, I think it would be better to find a tree and climb the tree. Hippos can stay underwater up to 6 minutes approximately, and they generally walk underwater instead of swimming. You can see the bubble on the left there, so it's moving there. There we go. And they are actually from the same family species as the whale, Whippomorpha, which is quite surprising.
So everybody, we're still sitting here but looking, watching our beautiful herd of elephants. I've seen these young ones always go down on the floor, and of course some of them, they're exercising their trunk to be able to feed on a very soft material of food. So, Nazarene, you're asking at how many years do the baby elephants stay with their mother for? So, with the male, it's limited, but with the female, it's not limited. So, a female can remain, this is how now it forms a whole nestling herd, get huge and huge, because the female remain in a group. And then the male, kind of like isolated or get pushed off more likely when they're around 14, 16 years old. So 5 years old, the mother can already maybe carry or conceive already, but then still looking after these young bulls. But the time they get in the age of anything from 14, 16, and then of course no longer anymore needed in their mother. And these young ones are still vulnerable to pride of lions, packs of hyena if it's ever separated from their mother, which that's very seldom to see it happen. They're always close together with their mother. But their mother also making sure that the young one also keeping up with the group. And there's a social hierarchy as well. There's a matriarch system where she's a leader. I'm not sure which one in these that I can see two fully grown females in this group. But, it's been many elephants we've seen in this area, so they probably, either one of them, it's got to be in a fully grown one. That is a matriarch, but also she couldn't have any experience to lead all these animals wherever she wants them to go. See those ears now flapping every now and then because of the slightly temperature rise. When they're in the sun, they would finally get slightly overheat their body, and they will have to flap their ears, accumulate the temperatures on their body. See these two pretty much similar age there, and how they're playing, just the two of them. Just taking it easy. This is how the baby animal do. More likely like human. when you all get around as a teenagers. Even you don't know each other well, but you have this kind of like energy and you want to play, but nice, such a nice playing, just like what you see here. So I'm going to stick with this elephant, see what they're going to be up to.
As the sun goes down in Africa, for many, the day has just begun. Wild Earth is ready for the next brand new concept, and this time, it's at night. A specialized thermal drone will take to the air under the cover of darkness. As it flies above the bush, it will be searching for hotspots on the ground.
We might have a leopard on the far right of this group of hyena.
The ground team will then be called to identify the animal.
It is a warthog. That's exactly what it is. So there we go. It was a warthog that was running away from... Sorry, Warty.
And of course, it is at this time when the big cats are on the hunt.
Yeah, James, just head a little bit more left.
Okay, Gabi, I'm going to go north around on Impala Road.
Okay, the lions are on the move, guys. Lions are chasing the wildebeest.
Wild Earth is looking for a sponsor who can help turn this show to a long-running series. If you are interested, then head over to our website to find out more. wildearth.tv/sponsors. As one of the industry's best and Fagasa Indoors training institutes, NJ Moorfield Guide College produces professional guides of exceptional caliber and gives students from around the world an incredible experience. NJ Moore offers courses to suit all types of interests. The full-length career course results in a Fagasa accredited qualification and the option of a 6-month internship at one of Moore Family Collection's luxury safari lodges. Shorter courses are a great introduction for those considering a career in field guiding or even a life-enriching experience in your gap year. With spaces still available in July, don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to live your African dream.
Hi everyone, my name's Daniel Fisher and I'm going to be your guide this afternoon. I'm looking really forward to taking you through and showing you all the beautiful places here at and beyond Ngala. If you have any questions, please register on our website. Once registered, go to the live page feed and post your questions underneath the live feed. Join me on my next safari through and beyond Ngala on Wild Earth. Send me live questions through the Wild Earth website and I'll answer them live from the African bush.
So these two, they're up, the young one. And now they're trying to all communicate. And there's a sound they're actually making right now, but they're also probably going to wait for a response. Or whether they already had a response, because it seems to be like they're changing direction, heading to the north from this position. And they've been sticking around here for a while, so it's probably the surge they're feeding on probably tastes good. And this surge, they're more likely to grow up in the grounded where it's swept line, where there's more soft ground. During the hard rain, you hardly off-road in this kind of area, because then it's very soft ground. But maybe, this afternoon they will be around Kari Dam, because this is where, close by the water station. Or otherwise, Galago Pen, it's one of another water station there, and that's where most of the others. So everybody, we're coming to the end of the show of this morning, and it was a privilege having you all on show. We'll see you this afternoon again. Goodbye.